Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to first start off by saying thank you so much for all of the love and support on my last video. It was by far the hardest video I've ever had to make, and I just cannot get over how loving and supportive you guys are. You blow me away every single time, and just thank you so much. I was making that video to try and explain my absence, but if anything, it's made me now, your response has made me want to film more, because I know just how accepting and supportive you are, that I actually feel like a weight has been lifted and that I can actually get back on camera now. So thank you so much. You will never be able to understand how much your comments have meant to me. I really appreciate it. And all of your private messages as well. I've had so many messages from other bloggers and just my audience as well. You guys are all incredible, and thank you. But anyway, let's get on to today's video. So I wanted to do this video for a while, and this video is about things I would tell my teenage self. I think at 28 now, I'm a long way off being a teenager. I was at a party the other night and there was an 18-year-old there, and I was like, I'm 10 years older than you and you're able to drink, like you're the legal age to drink. I never thought I'd be able to say that, like I'm 10 years older than someone who's legal to drink. Yeah, so I was doing a lot of reflecting on my teenage years and some of the silly mistakes that I made and some of the funny things from my teen years. And I thought, why not do a video all about things that I would tell my teenage self? So I've written some down here in case you see me looking down, because I don't want to forget them. Some of these things are beauty related and some of them are just general life stuff. So this is suitable for boys and girls in case you're wondering. But the first thing that came to my mind when I thought about being a teenager and beauty was just teenage Michelle. If I could speak to you now, I would say, leave your eyebrows alone. I cannot stress that enough. When I was younger, I had, the same eyebrows as everyone else does when they're like 13. They're all just hairy and splayed around. And I asked my sisters and my mum to pluck them for me and shape them, but they never got around to it. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. And yeah, that wasn't the best decision I ever made. One of my friends at school had decided that shaving her eyebrows was a really good idea. So if she was able to do it, I was able to do it. So I decided to shave them. Not like completely off, but shave them into, shave the top, shave the bottom, and shave the side to try and make them smaller and more shaped. And I ended up with two little squares. And I even shaved in the middle, and at the time, like, a lot of my hairs here and here were all blonde, so I didn't even need to do that, but the bits that were dark, I just shaved them all off. And I remember walking into the kitchen and my mum and sisters just looking at me and going, what have you done? So please, teenagers out there, or if I could speak to teenage Michelle, just leave your eyebrows alone. They're better off looking natural than shaved off. And wait, and wait until your sisters or your mom or a professional can touch them for you. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone. The second thing that I would tell my younger self is to look after your teeth. So when I was younger, I, did everything that everyone else did, like brush your teeth and everything. But what I mean is to not neglect any problems with your teeth and leave them until you're older. So the last year I have been going to DFY Dental to figure out a lot of the problems that I've been having with my teeth. I was having so many issues. I cannot even begin to describe to you the amount of issues I was having, and it was all based on small little problems with my teeth I was having when I was younger that have developed into really bad problems as I got older. So DFY Dental are the most incredible dentists located in Sydney. They're in Broadway, and they have been helping me out with all of my internal issues with my teeth, and we're also going to do Invisalign, and we're also going to do, I think, some veneer coatings on my teeth as well to strengthen them. When I was younger, I was so scared of the dentist, and I had so many bad experiences with dentists. But since seeing Dr. Fadi, I have just really changed my entire mindset around dentistry. I know that it's important to look after your teeth, but since working with him, he just makes me feel so comfortable, so looked after, and all of my anxiety that was based around getting anything done with my teeth has just completely gone. I feel like in the past, dentistry wasn't as incredible as it is now, and especially somebody like DFY Dental, they have the most incredible staff and state of the art equipment, and you are just in such good hands. And I had a lot of work to do one day, like a root canal and stuff, and they actually put me to sleep as well so that I wouldn't have to go through like a big procedure all at once. Like, well, not put me to sleep, it's not the same as anesthetic, but it's just kind of like dopes you up for a while. But I'm going to be sharing more of my journey with them over the next few months. I'll show you, my adult braces, the Invisalign. I'll show you everything that they do. I might even bring you along in a vlog to meet Dr. Fadi. But yeah, do not neglect your teeth. If you have a little toothache, if you have a little broken tooth, if you have a little problem with your teeth when you're younger, fix it there and then. Do not neglect it. Please don't. Like, I cannot stress to you enough the amount of pain that I was in and the issues that I had. But anyway, enough rambling. And of course, I 100% recommend DFY Dental. They are my life, my savior. I cannot begin to describe how much they've helped me out. And I'll share so much more about that in another video. But yes, teenagers and teenage Michelle, do not neglect your teeth. Invest in your teeth, because when you're older, the problems will be so much worse and so much more expensive. Trust me. I will leave all the details from my dentist below. The next thing that I would tell my teenage self is to not worry about your career so much. I remember when I was 16 and just thinking I had to have it all figured out. I remember doing my Leaving Cert exams, which in Ireland, they're like your final grown-up exams when you're like 17 or 18. And just feeling like the whole world was falling on top of me, because everything in my life was riding on this exam as far as I was concerned. I felt like if I didn't do well in these exams, that was it. Life was over for me. There was no career opportunities after that. But it is so not true. I cannot even begin to describe to you how different your life is going to end up than you think. I have friends that have gotten into the courses they wanted, gotten the points that they wanted. That's how the Irish schooling system works. It works in points. But yeah, they have gotten all of the grades that they wanted, went into the degree that they wanted to go into, and didn't even end up working in that field because it didn't make them happy. You have people who did make the right decision and are still in the fields that they worked in. You have people like me who studied science in university and then left, and now I'm on YouTube. I'm a creative, and my main interests are in beauty and photography and filmmaking and all those kind of things. And I'm 28 now, and if you had told me when I was 17 that this is what I was going to do for a living, I was going to be on the internet making videos about makeup, I would have laughed at you. So please just remember that there is life after exams. It is not the only option. Still get good grades, do well in school. You can never have enough education. I would always recommend education, but just don't put so much pressure on yourself. I just really wish I could go back and have a little chat with myself and just say, relax. Just relax. Life has a really, really crazy way of working out. Sometimes things just work out the way they're supposed to, and it won't make sense right now. But when you look back in a few years, all of the steps will make sense. So just relax, 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 relax. The next thing I would tell my teenage self is about boys. My. When we are younger and we like a boy, or even when we're older, you just become infatuated with this person, and just trust me, it's not worth it. the cool boys in school and girls. This goes for boys and girls. The cool girls in school, the cool boys in school, the good looking guys in school, the ones that you would die to go on a date with and that you would love for them to notice you and all of those different things. Trust me, they're not worth it. They're not worth being anything other than who you are. They're not worth changing yourself for. They're not worth pretending you're anything other than what you are for. And when you look back in 10 years, you'll realize why you're glad you didn't end up with them. Yeah, some of the boys that I fancied in school, I look back now and I'm like, what was I thinking? Just be yourself and you will meet the right guys. Don't worry about dating. Don't worry about having sex. Don't worry about anything like that. Just enjoy being young and enjoy flirting and meeting people, but don't get into serious relationships or anything like that. You're only a teenager once, and trust me, when your parents are paying your bills and you're going to discos and parties and all of that stuff, you want to enjoy it. You don't want to be tied down. So yeah, just enjoy being single and young. It's so fun. Similarly, I would definitely look back on my teenage years and talk to myself about the friends that I surrounded myself with. There are some friends that I went to school with that I still have as my friends now. And there are some friends that I look back and I'm like, why did I ever tolerate you? You are an idiot. You are a mean person. But I think when you're in school, you don't really get to choose your friends. You kind of feel just stuck with the people in your group. And although you are, you know, you might like a couple of your friends in the group, the rest of them kind of just come with the package. But one thing I would go back and tell my teenage self is that doesn't last forever. When you get out of school, you actually get to choose your friends. You get to handpick people that you like and people that have similar interests as you, that don't just revolve around basic things like boys and partying. You get to figure out who you are and the kind of people that you love. And even though I'm really close to a couple of friends from school, like more than a couple, quite a few, I would still probably have closer relationships to the friends that I met in university or the friends that I made as an adult. So don't worry about it if you don't have lots and lots of friends in school or you're unsure of a few of your friends, because trust me, not all of it lasts forever, and you will still stay in contact with the people that you love and you will get rid of the people that you don't. Can you see my chair? It's just like, ah! So that is all I have for you today on the 5 things that I would tell my teenage self. If you'd like to see another version of this video, please let me know. I would absolutely love to make it. It's quite fun to reminisce and think about all of those awkward teenage years. Maybe we could do a video about like awkward teenage stories if you wanted. I know everyone has a few of those. I sure do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you again really soon.